Shedeur, how do you think you played the last couple of weeks, just in relation to how you started?
Yeah, I think each and every day we improved as a team. I got more comfortable within the offense. There's definitely still challenges every day that you got to correct and focus on and be able to improve.
Do you know when you'll be going into the game Saturday?
Coach Munkin, he's going to tell you how he told y'all. Y'all would know as soon as we know.
Shedeur, coaches talk so much about the pre-snap operation. And yesterday, Coach Schweitzer talked about that, trying to save those 8 seconds. How important is that in your role, and how much improvement do you think you made? The coaches all say that you've gotten so much better in that.
It's very important. That's why I talk about saving your energy, so you gotta, throughout my day, I find ways on how I can save my energy to be able to be a battery out there, to be able to operate fast, and do everything with a purpose and very quickly. You can't do all that when you pulled in a lot of different directions, because that's how I feel drained. I feel drained that way, and I tested it, so I know what helps me, what puts me in the best situation to operate, how the coaches would like.
Is there one thing in particular when you're in a game situation that you're really kind of looking forward to seeing where you've grown the most from last year? From that Cincinnati game to, finally getting back out there in a real game setting and seeing where it's improved the most? No,
we approach practice like a game, so it's the same amount of focus and seriousness that it is. So that's why I'm excited to feel. It's like, how similar does it feel to practice, honestly? Because it's a different type of intention and a mentality, that we go out there every day with.
Well, this is probably going to sound crazy, but I saw somewhere that you have a blister or blisters on your hand or something like that, which might make it a little bit difficult to throw. Is there any truth to that whatsoever?
No, that happened this past offseason, getting back into it. Just from throwing a lot. Honestly, that's where it came from. And they all healed up now. Yeah, but that was the thing, like I would say at the start of training camp and everything that, we just had to work through and be able to figure out.
So Shedeur, you just said that you treat practice like a game. So what areas specifically do you think you've improved most in since that last game last season?
I would say being a great teammate, especially to that guy right there.
All right, I got a question for you, though.
What's your question?
If you had a Walk Out of the Tunnel song, what song would it be?
It'd be Perfect Timing. It'd be Perfect Timing. I hope yours would be that, too.
So you go ahead with the answer, if you would, please.
What was the question?
What you said that you treat practice like a game.
Mm-hmm.
So my question was, what specific areas have you improved most since the end of last year?
I wouldn't really say improve most. I'll say every area I try to improve. It's like a chart within myself and seeing, okay, if I got 10 different areas to improve, like let's improve each area every day, until it gets to max threshold. Max threshold, that'll take some time, That's going to take a couple years, max threshold. But I think I'm improving in every area overall.
Coach Munkin was saying the other day that he wants to see you and Deshaun in preseason games because it's a little bit different when a quarterback can get hit. There's maybe an extra layer of evaluation there. How, if at all, does the game change for you when you can be hit?
You got to think of how many times I got hit in college. That don't really faze me at all at this point in life. And obviously, it's the league, and I got hit multiple times last year. So I like the challenge of going out there to be able to get the ball out of my hands so I don't get hit. That's the challenge for me. To be able to make the right reads, to be able to go through the progressions and figure it out. And even in practice, I don't take it lightly.
Boom. Out the gate.
when I
Check down.
possibly could get hit because
Could
I'm
this be
trying
why
to
Shedeur
improve the
ain't got no damn
process to speed
touchdowns for
everything
today?
up, you know.
This is a
And that's-
check down.
and it's
Out the
extremely
gate.
tough, but it's definitely a challenge that I look
What
forward
is
to every
this?
day going out there.
This is what they're giving us. This is what they're giving us.
Ones every day. I mean, how do you think you've handled that so far in these first few weeks?
Yeah, I think that doesn't even phase me or
Short
get
pass.
to me.
Boom.
or
Out the gate.
I think about that at all. You know, I'm just thankful to be out able to practice, you know. So sometimes you gotta sit back and reflect on why would I feel negative in this situation if last year was
Now
a
let's
totally
watch some of
different
Shedeur.
situation.
There's been a lot of interceptions at this camp. Defense is playing great. I understand
Check
that.
down.
So you have a
Boom.
few as-
Out the gate. Check down. Could this be why Shedeur ain't got no damn touchdowns for today? Cause this is a
I'm
check
not sure.
down.
I
Out
just
the
try to go
gate.
about the process every day, make my
What is
decisions
this?
and not really second guess
This
or
is
not.
what they're giving us. This is what they're giving us.
And not really like I try to go through the process the right way and try to do everything I'm trying to do. So I think
Short
as long
pass.
as that's at
Boom.
the
Out
forefront
the gate.
of the mind and understanding situations, understanding down the distance, understanding what's going on, then you'll be able to know when it's time to force something and when it's not time to. So I know
Now
being
let's
on the
watch some of
field for
Shedeur.
me, the longest, I'm gonna be able to get a feel.
Check
so it's
down.
like, why put
Boom.
yourself in a
Out the
situation
gate.
where
Check down.
you could get taken off a
Could
field
this
or
be why Shedeur ain't got
anything.
no
So
damn touchdowns
that's
for
what I try
today?
to focus on, and
This is a
obviously it
check
doesn't really
down.
happen like that.
Out
Some
the
things
gate.
are tip picks, some things are
What
like
is
just
this?
things happen. So it's kind of,
This is
if
what
I
they're
know
giving
last
us.
year within the
This is what they're
season and
giving
everything,
us.
I threw some picks. Then it's like, of course, there's going to be a point, an emphasis to be confident with every decision I make. And that's just in life.
Short pass.
Any decision I
Boom.
make,
Out the
I'm
gate.
fine with it, and I got to stand by it. And life and football translate to each other. So even now, the decisions I make off the field, like I got to stand on it. I live by it, and I can't regret it.
So a few days ago, when you found out, I guess maybe before the walkie that you weren't going to be taking the 1 reps, with the pads on that day, did you? I watched you step up with the, in the 11 on 11s and zip like 3 straight passes right away, right where they needed to be. Did you take that as a positive and not let that become anything where you wondered why that was happening like that?
No, I don't think with the coaches that we have you ever wonder. I think whatever is said is direct. Obviously, it's like we was informed, and everything the right way. So it was never a miscommunication between us, So I don't know. I just don't really appreciate sometimes if things happen and if things happen and y'all just jump on the coach like he just tripping or something. I don't really like that because it creates just extra. And I hope we all here to want to win, and be a team and be a franchise. So it's kind of like we got to slow down, if that's what we want. But if we just in here to just make money and get clicks, then we understand that too. So that's why I just appreciate the team. I appreciate everybody that we don't let anything online or anything really get to us, because we're in our own cocoon. We're a team. So anything outside of that don't really affect us in the building.
It seems like since Todd got here, you've been saying things like that. Whatever the coaches tell you guys you trust, and you mentioned at the beginning of minicamp that he understood you very well. How did he go about building that trust with you?
I say by just letting everybody be themselves. That's how he is overall. He wants every player and everybody to be themselves and be able to, because that's the best way that everybody will be able to produce and be able to be themselves. So I think that's what it is. It's just everybody has freedom each and every day. You could be how you want to be within the guidelines of the team, and as long as you're not like disrespecting or do anything negative, then you kind of have like freedom.
We saw this
Last one.
We saw this week Denzel was kind of slotted in as the main X receiver with the ones.
I don't know what ones and twos are.
No, it's okay.
Honestly, I'm telling you. It switches every day. So what's ones and what's twos? It's just work. What's work are we getting today?
More so just with Denzel, with KC, who's obviously putting up just how have you kind of developed? What's your chemistry been like with them? How have you kind of worked with them?
Yeah, I would say it's good. I say the chemistry is definitely growing with each rep that I take with anybody, I would say. Because football is just a bunch of different situations that, you know, in practice you may hit on one time. So, like, each day, that's why I say you growing and building in different areas, because just because you practice, it's a bunch of different situations in practice. So you look at things from different point of views, you know, and it's way deeper than just it's 1st and 10, I'm going to throw a slant versus, like, it's 3rd and short, you know, throwing a slant. It's kind of like, it's a big difference, you know, between it, because one, like, is super on the line, the other one, you know, you may not be as aggressive in. So it's all about down the distance. It's all about managing the game, time on the clock, and I think that's where, as a team and everybody, we're trying to get better at each and every day. And being able to handle all the installs and everything that that's put on us is great, and it's ups and downs. It's strenuous sometimes, it's not, but it's good, because that's how I said I feel like the game, when everything's more simplified, everything would be a lot more smoother within us.